Arsenal Football Club have turned their attentions to Jorginho of Chelsea because they don't think they can get Caicedo over the line. If you haven't been following, Arsenal have put in two bids. One that was £60 million guaranteed fee. The second one was £65 million guaranteed fee with £5 million on top for add-ons. Both were swiftly rejected. And Arsenal are afraid to test the waters again with the third bid, and so they are actively looking at other options. We've spoken about this on many, many shows. What are the options? What are the alternatives? And I am genuinely shocked that the alternative that seems the most viable and the most likely to happen is Jorginho. He's 31 years old on 110 grand per week and is actively trying his hardest to get out of London. There's been no reports on whether or not Jorginho would want to come to Arsenal. I do feel like that would be our only saving grace, is if he didn't want to come to us because he's desperate to go back to Italy. But everybody from Matt Law to, every Chelsea journalist, Ornstein and Fabrizio, have all echoed the same news that Arsenal are actively trying to put together some sort of deal to bring in Jorginho to the Emirates. And my, have I seen so many Gooners doing their best to rationalize this signing, rationalize this deal. And I can't be asked. Like, I can't be asked. I know if it does go through, I will try to look at the positives and see what he can bring to the team. But ultimately, when you're looking at plan Bs, you want to see some sort of connection between plan A and plan B, some sort of similarities or common ground, common denominators. And I have to be honest with you, I don't see anything similar between Caicedo and Jorginho beyond the fact that they both play for teams that are blue. That's it. I see nothing similar between the two players. One is 20, the other one is 31. One is on very little wages. The other one is upwards of £100,000 per week. One is athletic, can move about the pitch, is more of a destroyer, a ball winner. The other one is more of a deep lying playmaker. And not only that, but Arsenal have had a very bad history with Chelsea players that are at the end of their career coming to Arsenal for a paycheck. Willian, Petr Cech, do those ring a bell? Do those sound familiar? We literally just got done with Willian, and now we're trying to bring in Jorginho so that we can help Chelsea fund their rebuild. What would be really funny is if in the summer, Chelsea turned around and put whatever money that we gave them for Jorginho to get Caicedo, because that's just how funny this is. It is a joke. It just is. And seeing people rationalize it, trying to say that, it's, all we need is somebody with some experience, and Arteta has wanted him in the past and all this kind of stuff. I'm just like, so now we're going to have four midfielders that are 30 and older. And Thomas Partey may be 29 and he'll be 29 until he's 30, but you guys get what I mean. Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka, Jorginho, and El Neni will all be in their 30s. So we will have not done anything to start to rejuvenate this midfield. And I know that this is more towards an eye towards the title race, but would you even want to see a midfield of Jorginho, Xhaka, and Odegaard, down the stretch? I know I don't. I know that doesn't make me feel any more confident that we can get it over the line. He is a defensive liability. He's slow. He's not a ball winner. And the last couple of times I saw him play for Chelsea, he made some huge, huge mistakes. And this just feels like we couldn't get the real deal over the line. We left it too late. And so who do I know that has a player that, I can get over the line quickly? And to come up with Jorginho now, go for Tielemans if you're going to do that. Go for Onana if you're going to do that. Don't bring in some guy that's going to be on astronomical wages that doesn't even have the defensive capabilities. That's also going to help one of our rivals reinvigorate their project. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And quite frankly, if I'm Arteta, at the beginning of the window, I said, "I'd like a Mudryk, I'd like a Caicedo," and I end up with a Trossard and a Jorginho. I'm looking like, have I been backed? Have I been taken serious? Now Trossard is a great player, and I think he'll be good for Arsenal. But I think we all kind of know that Arteta was desperate to bring in Mudryk, and we didn't get it over the line. Now he wants Caicedo, and it's not going to get over the line. And instead of bringing in another young, athletic, talented central defensive midfielder, which there's tons around Europe that you can look at, they're going to go for the easy choice, which is Jorginho. Super disappointing. Even more disappointed in the fact that there's people that are actively trying to make it seem like it would be a good signing. It's not. And this is why, I've said multiple times and I've reiterated and I've standed firm on it that even though Edu has done good work, there's been some concerning things mixed in with it. And this is one of them. This would be one of them, is that when you can't get the big deals done, you can't even do something that's similar. You have to go to something that's the easy way out that's definitely going to take us back. And so, yeah, it's really disappointing if this is all we really have and this is what we go for. Um, Obviously, the reports are that the deal is far away, but it could happen. And Chelsea are actively looking to offload him because they want to offload Conor Gallagher. They want to offload Jorginho so that they can bring in the likes of Enzo Fernandez, which quite frankly is like a team that's sitting in 10th is going after the best and brightest young talent while we're taking their fucking scraps. Like, be for real. Like it's giving same old Arsenal, and it's just disappointing. And again, if you don't like rants, this is not for you. But I know there's a lot of Gooners feeling this way. I know it because I've seen it on my timeline. A lot of Gooners are feeling this way. And it's not spoiled. It's not negative. It's not alarmist. It's not hysterical. It's, I can't believe we would go in the Chelsea route again after everything that we've been through with players that come from their team and come and settle in with us and absolutely fall off a cliff and play like shit. It's just, you know, but it doesn't look like Arsenal are going to go back in for Caicedo because they don't want to damage the relationship with Brighton, which basically for me means that they probably told Edu if we bid again, they'll never sell another player to us. And nobody wants that because the next Matoma, we want to be in line for him. The next McAllister, we want to be in line for him. And so we don't want to damage that relationship with a team that we've done such great business with. But my question to Edu would have been, then why did you even start negotiations in the first place if he was really never for sale? A lot of us were feeling like, okay, well, if we're bidding, it must be because there's an opportunity, but it doesn't look like there was ever an opportunity. And we were just bidding off of the back of his agent saying, yeah, he wants a move. Let's go. Let's do it. And it's giving Vlahovic, where we were encouraged to bid for him, even though he never wanted to come to us. And so I don't know. I'm not there. I have no clue in terms of what this all looks like. But from the outside looking in, it looks like Edu gets very invested in what agents are saying. And that holds more weight than actual, like, realistically, what is the likelihood of us getting the deal done? And so Deco dragged us one time with Rafinha, Kia Jarapshin with Douglas Luiz, whoever he was dealing with in regards to Vlahovic, that didn't work out for us. I mean, there's just been 3, 4, 5 occasions where players were just never coming to us, and we wasted a long time trying to get them when we never had a chance to get them anyway. And it's just disappointing. And yes, the alternative is disappointing. I am not going to rationalize Jorginho, no matter how people think about it. If they think it's negative, if they think it's wrong, if, Arteta wanted him in the past, I don't care. It's a bad signing. He doesn't help us. He's nothing like Caicedo in any way, shape, or form. And to do this at the last hour for me is just, one step forward, three step back in terms of me and trusting the board fully. And so, um, stay skeptical. That's how I feel. Stay skeptical. Until we're winning trophies and we're consistently winning titles, I do think we have to maintain a little bit of, is this the right thing? Are we sure? Because to just say we should just trust this when it's Jorginho from Chelsea at 31 years old after we went after a 20-year-old for 2 or 3 days just feels like, why wouldn't we question it? Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Obviously, deadline day is tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. Maybe this is a smokescreen. I'm hoping it's a smokescreen. I'd rather end up with nothing than Jorginho. I know that sounds rough, but if we have to buy him and give him the wages, I'd rather come up with nothing, to be honest. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Um, I know there's going to be a lot of comments that are going to be, why are you freaking out? But it's Jorginho. You damn Skippy, I'm going to freak out. Okay. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.